Let's focus over to the power tussle in Venezuela, which has now led to a humanitarian aid standoff. This as embattled Nicolas Maduro government blocks the entry of U.S. trucks carrying food and medicines into Venezuela. Hundreds of Venezuelans have gathered at the blockade border near Cucuta in Colombia, protesting for the entry of the humanitarian aid. Maduro government has deployed heavy security at the frontier forces. The forces have blocked the 3-lane border crossing from Cucuta using 2 shipping containers and a fuel tanker. The arrival of the aid convoy, which majorly concludes supplies provided by Washington, has increased the pressure on Maduro hours after a European Union-backed group called for elections in Venezuela.
The group aims to forge a common international approach to support a peaceful, political, democratic and Venezuelan-owned resolution to the crisis, excluding the use of force, through free, transparent and credible presidential elections in accordance with the Venezuelan constitution. In order for the country to overcome the current crisis, it is crucial to restore full democracy in all its dimensions, including rule of law, separation of powers and respect for the constitutional mandate of the country's institutions, notably the democratically elected National Assembly.
However, Venezuelan President Maduro has rejected the humanitarian aid as a political show and has vowed to remain in power despite mounting international pressure.
Acabo de firmar por la soberanía sagrada de Venezuela. Acabo de firmar en apoyo al derecho a la independencia y autodeterminación del pueblo de Venezuela. Acabo de firmar diciendo: imperio, mano fuera de Venezuela. A Venezuela se respeta. Respeto a Venezuela.
Meanwhile, Washington has imposed U.S. travel bans on Maduro's officials, reinforcing its backing for Venezuela's opposition leader and self-declared President Juan Guaido. The Trump administration also said that the time for dialogue has long passed.
I would like to state that we are imposing visa restrictions and revoking the visas of members of the illegitimate Constituent Assembly. This body has usurped many of the constitutional powers of the National Assembly, the legitimate National Assembly, and embodies Maduro's destruction of democratic institutions. While I cannot name names because visa information is protected, I can state that we will continue to take action against those destroying Venezuela's democratic institutions. Maduro has proven he will manipulate any call for negotiations to his advantage, and he has often used so-called dialogues as a way to play for time. We urge all involved to deal solely with the legitimate Guaido government. The time for dialogue with Maduro has long passed.
Meanwhile, Russia has accused U.S. of trying to use military force against the Maduro government, who Moscow recognizes as the legitimate authority in the Latin American nation.
Другая горячая тема на нашей планете – ситуация в Венесуэле. Она остается крайне тревожной. Из Вашингтона продолжают поступать сигналы о возможности задействования силового сценария с целью свержения законных властей, в том числе путем прямого военного вторжения. Об этом, собственно, прямо говорят в Белом доме.